As you sit in traffic and ponder the day's thoughts, sooner or later, it comes to your mind that there's got to be a better way to get to and from work. And it can save you money. Now, you need not look any further than Commuter Services. Launched in 2007, Commuter Services is a program of the Florida Department of Transportation serving travelers who live or work in the 12-county region of Southwest Florida. Coming up, we will find out a better way to get to work right here on Polk Place. Welcome to Polk Place. I'm your host, Brian Lacey, and joining me in the studio to talk a little bit about Commuter Services is Christine Diaz-Pagan. She's a Commuter Services Program Director. How you doing, Christine?
Doing fantastic, thank you. Very well.
And from District 2, Polk County Board of County Commissioners, Commissioner Melanie Bell. How you doing, Commissioner?
Great. Thank you for being here.
All right. Thanks for coming on, guys. Christine, first and foremost, for those that really might not know, what exactly is the Commuter Services Program?
Well, this is a state-funded program, so it's actually free for commuters. And what we do is we partner up with organizations. It could be cities, counties, government entities, private industry, schools. We have colleges that we work with, various organizations, and we help them set up commuter programs. We give them resources, marketing materials. We provide staff that works with them and sets up these programs. We promote biking, walking, carpooling, transit. We actually give them the emergency ride home. I mean, there's parking. Some organizations have parking issues that they might have, and we help them set up carpool spaces, also parking rides. So the program is really set up to kind of tailor to an organization. Everybody has a different need. Everybody has a different issue that they might have with transportation, with employees or students that are traveling back and forth, and we're here to help them. We set up the programs to push them and encourage them to go in and try alternative modes and make it easy for them.
One of the words that I heard you say was partnerships. Talk about one of the partnerships that you forged with the transit folks. One of the facets of transportation that is provided to those who would like to use it through your program.
Well, you know what? There's a lot of different resources, and transit is one of them. We do a lot of transit, try-transit days, events that encourage employees, to try transit. Maybe ride their bike to a transit station and put it on the bus, and then from there they get home and they track their trips. We work with organizations to really get people involved and get them out there to get proactive.
One of the things that people really are striving to achieve is making their carbon footprint just a little bit smaller.
Yes. And
you guys can help in achieving that goal.
Yeah, we actually have a tracking system that somebody can go online. Person can just register online. It's a free program and it's open to anybody. They go in and they actually track. So every time they bike, they walk, they carpool, just use an alternative mode of transportation to and from work or to college, they can actually track it, and it calculates their carbon footprint. It calculates the emissions, how many miles they have traveled, what's the cost, what's the savings, putting people in a carpool and sharing the ride, or just biking to work every day. I mean, it really helps the environment and also helps your pocket. I mean, a lot of people are looking for ways to save money, and these are programs that will help you, and they track it. And based on that tracking system, we can actually run reports for a company. We run a report and we can actually give them data, valuable data that they can use, and they can show their employees, and the commuter at all times knows what they're tracking and where their goals are and what they're doing. And a lot of times we get things donated from different organizations, and we can provide prizes for people to track.
Commissioner Bell, Polk County Board of County Commissioners has been elected one of the best places to work within the county, and one of the facets behind that award every year is the board strives to have partnerships such as with Commuter Services. Talk about the importance of we as a community working together to achieve this goal, and then of course you guys giving the employees that extra benefit.
Well, Brian, it's really exciting for me to be here today and talk about commuter services and biking and walking and all, because I'm looking at the health side of it. We're always striving to be the best healthy community here in Polk County. So we've reached out to the employees and we've challenged them to log their hours on walking or commuting by bicycle or even transit, and giving their hours, because we've been in competition through the years with other counties, and so that's how we've won our competitions. So it's exciting for a county commissioner to sit back and watch the excitement amongst the employees that it's just a competition.
When you talk about these competitions, it's one thing. Anybody can stand in front of the crowd and rally the troops, but the cool thing about you is leading by example. You can see Commissioner Bell on her bicycle riding to some of these events. You can see Commissioner Bell on the Fort Fraser Trail. Talk a little bit about the importance of leading by example.
Well, I also meet employees out there periodically on the trail and we ride together. Some of them are leaving work, going home, and so as I'm out there at 5 after 5, I have employees that's meeting me and getting on that trail. But staying healthy is very hard, especially with our schedules in today's time, and we have meetings in the evenings, and then lunch dates, breakfast dates, and trying to stay healthy. So yes, I love to ride. I actually I use an app on my phone. It's Map My Ride, and we can do walking on the Map My Ride, the Strava, and then also you can do if you're going to do transit, you can even log in that you're using transit. But I'm all about getting out and exercising, getting fresh air, and it's just good for the mind. And then we're also involved with the Bartow Chamber. They have gotten a biking club together, and so they've invited our employees to join them, and so we're out at least 3 times a week with them riding bikes.
And the great thing about this program is, yes, it can be used for work, but there's also an after-hours factor about it.
Yes, yeah. Like I said, I meet people on the trail that's in the morning time. If I'm out there, they are riding their bike. I have seen county employees on that bike, Fort Fraser Trail, coming to work. And some people want to do it for health, but some people, like Christine said, they want to save money, gas. Some people don't have a ways to get to and from work. Maybe they've missed the bus, so they need to jump on their bicycle and ride. But I feel proud that we're a county that encourages to get out and ride your bike and walk and keep healthy.
Something that you touched on briefly, I'd like you to stress the importance of public transportation within this community. We're a community of over 2,050 square miles and really 17 municipalities and then some. Talk about the importance of public transit and role that it helps in moving the folks around, the residents of this county.
Well, it helps getting more cars off the road, number one. Number two, like I said earlier, a lot of people don't have a vehicle to drive to work, to and from the doctor, or to and from to buy groceries. And Polk County transit system is very important to these people. And we didn't have the tax that passed, so we've gone back to the drawing board and we've looked at the whole county as a whole and how to cut back on the spending and to be more economically by having smaller buses and moving people throughout the county. I don't ride the bus, don't plan on riding the bus, but tomorrow I might wake up and have to ride the bus. We never know that what type of situation that we'll be in.
Christine, with your program, we had heard about the award that Polk County as an employer won, but we've also won awards through your program.
Yes.
Not to mention those awards come at a cause of a champion for the cause. Talk a little bit about those awards and talk about the lady sitting next to you that help achieve those goals.
Yeah, well, I have to say that Polk County has really led the way and opened up the doors for us to really get proactive throughout the county. And when Polk County first started in 2007, this is one of the first counties we worked with. When we were brand new, a lot of people didn't know about the program, what we had to offer, you know, and sometimes you got, you know, being the first one out there, you know, and actually having ambassadors, that's Commissioner Bell, to be out there, and Commissioner Smith going out there and kind of being proactive for us and helping us has been tremendous. Not only did the county achieve the best workplaces for commuters, a national accreditation, but they also won challenges. We actually won because of various events and biking events and transit and tri-transit days and activities that we did and different activities to get the employees out there. We won Commuter Choice Awards. We won competitions. And to be honest with you, I mean, the competition was stiff. There were other organizations competing from other states that we beat them, and because of leading by example, and it has opened up the doors for other counties to come in and say, you know what, I think we can do that too, what they just did. We want to achieve what they did, and a lot of challenges that the commissioners did here that they put out there for the other commissioners in other counties to take, you know, lead, you know, do what we're doing and follow in our footsteps, and you know, show us what you can do in your county, because if we did it here, we can do it in any county, the 12 counties that we deal with.
From a future standpoint, Christine, where do you see commuter services going? How do you see the growth?
You know, I see it growing all the time. Every time we do an event here or throughout the district, I mean, we get hundreds and hundreds of new commuters. Anybody can go online, commuterservicesfl.com. They can actually register. They can find a carpool buddy, you know, biking information, trails, where are the park and rides, what are all the resources, and working together. I mean, we've really grown. We've really grown. Every time we do an event, we bring partners from all over. I encourage companies, if they're not a partner yet, please call us. We can only do this if we're all united in the same effort, you know, working the same goals. You know, it makes it easier for all of us to just achieve everything as a whole.
Commissioner Bell, we have just a little bit of time left. If you could influence the folks at home to become a part of this. This is a winning team, and everybody should really be involved with it.
And that's what I was going to say is, you know, the employees leave and they're excited about riding the bike trails or walking and the transit, but they go home and they tell their spouse or their children, and they get them involved. And it's so great to be out on a Saturday morning and you see all these families that are together. That doesn't cost anything to get on a trail and ride a bicycle together as a family and maybe have a little picnic lunch. And so Polk County offers all of those things I just talked about, you know, the beautiful trails and the lakes and all throughout the county.
Christine, Commissioner Bell, thank you very much for coming on, sharing the stories with us today.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. Yes.
And don't you forget, Commuter Services works with local governments and transportation partners to help build better communities that offer a wider range of transportation choices, like bicycling and walking, and better accessibility for carpools, van pools, or transit services. They provide employers with a turnkey solution, including program development, on-site events, marketing tools, and incentives programs. For more information on how they can take the hassle out of your daily commute, check them out on the web at commuterservicesfl.com or give them a call at 866-585-RIDE.